Welcome to the second episode of Legacy of Kain Defiance Let's Play. This episode, we will meet our second protagonist, Raziel, as he attempts to escape the clutches of the evil Elder God. It's a fairly straightforward level, so let's jump right in.
Surrender, Raziel. Abandon this petty rebellion. It was I who made you. Your life had played out, and in my grace I spared you. You are my reaper of souls. You have no other purpose, no higher destiny. Just this. Accept your calling, Raziel. Let go of these vain hopes. Relinquish your will and feed.
No.
What do you profit from this defiance?
There's some grim satisfaction in infuriating you.
My patience is eternal, Raziel. How many eons can you bear to languish here? The wheel of fate must turn. All are redeemed in the cleansing agony of birth, death, and rebirth. This is the engine of life, the purifying rhythm of the universe to which all souls are irresistibly drawn. Yours is a necessary and noble function, Raziel.
Enough of your sermonizing. Are you trying to bore me into submission? Why must this game go on? We both know what you are. You're no better than the vampires you so despise. A voracious parasite, cloaking its appetite in a shroud of righteousness. I refuse to do your will.
I can see into your heart, Raziel. It is not your will, but cowardice that keeps you here.
How so?
You know what fate awaits you when you leave the underworld. That phantom weapon you bear is a constant reminder, isn't it? The sword is waiting for you out there somewhere, and you tarry so as not to meet it.
I could not deny it. As long as I lingered here, defying my captor, I was able to postpone what I feared was my inevitable doom. To become the ravenous spirit imprisoned in the Reaver Blade. But that sentence was no worse than the stalemate I now endured. Better to face one's destiny than cower from it.
Harvester of souls, I created you. And to this function, my angel of death, you will return.
Enough. Yes, I submit.
Very good. Indulge your hunger. Yes, embrace your calling, Raziel. You will find that just as defiance has its price, so obedience has its rewards.
And submission is not always what it seems.
So, Raziel has been in the underworld ever since the ending of Soul River 2. Now, after collecting the first tome here, he needs to escape from the slimy tentacles of the Elder God. But he needs to jump through a couple of hoops for him first. Raziel still has his wings, tired as they are, and they enable him to glide across chasms too great to leap across.
Below me swirled an ominous-looking mist. I knew that if I fell, it would mean my peril.
Here is the first time we see the ominous mist. That is basically water for Raziel, but thankfully much more rare.
Do you believe your worthiness is so easily proved? Your way is sealed until you have offered further evidence of your obedience.
I must feed you before I depart this place.
You must feed yourself, Raziel.
The wheel must turn.
Ah, now you understand.
Now the Elder God wants Raziel to eat some soul food before proceeding. Also, the distance you can suck souls from is decreased significantly.
You may go, but remember, you are mine. You can no more escape from me than you can escape yourself.
Gee, Elder God, foreshadow much?
Trust me. Please don't do it.
You want this room cleared of its vermin.
If you wish to leave it,
Your will be done.
my good servant.
So this time, the Elder God needs Raziel to catch his own prey before eating it. Not exactly a challenge, although if you take too long, the Sua, the resident predators of the spectral realm, will cannibalize a weak soul and become combatants again.
You see? Obedience brings prompt rewards. Where do you think you're going, little soul?
This is one of the most annoying rooms in the game, because it has an insta-kill penalty for falling into the mist.
Raziel.
Which I will apparently demonstrate in 3, 2, 1. One quick reload later, trying again. Let's hope for no falling down this time.
Where do you think you're going, little soul? Embrace your destiny. escape. I grow tired of this, Raziel.
This is the most epic jump in the game. No contest.
Clearly my escape had not been anticipated, or my benevolent master would not have expended such efforts to prevent me from going. And if my departure displeased him, then that was a victory, however small, for me.
So, it's revealed that we have been actually underwater, just like in the original Soul River.
In the spectral realm, water is as thin as air, putting this opening far beyond my reach. But once I found my way into the physical world, I might be able to swim up there.
Mr. Exposition is at it again. Now, more climbing.
This door would only open when fitted with an appropriate artifact. But to use such an object, I would first have to find a way back into the material realm.
More delicious exposition. Combat tentacles from hell! They're pretty easy to kill, only 2 hits or so. Sometimes they glitch out like that, but if they get a hold of you, they can squeeze the life out of you very quickly.
At last, I discovered a conduit into the material realm. I would finally escape the spirit world and take one step farther from my tormentor.
Did you think to receive the same favors after your rebellion as before? No, Raziel. I have no need for you to enter the physical world, so no conduit will be granted. You serve me adequately as a wraith, and a wraith you will remain.
So, my restraints had not been removed, only loosened. I would not be held prisoner in the spectral realm. There had to be another way.
Surprise, surprise, Elder God is being a dick. But that won't detain Raziel. Now, phasing is Raziel's oldest trick in the book, having acquired it even before his signature Wraith Blade way back in Soul River 1.
As I emerged, I was granted a vision of what I would become if I did not escape the spectral realm. For these too were agents of my master, hunting the lost souls that struggled to escape the endless twilight of the underworld.
Like Raziel himself comments, Wraiths are basically a more degenerate version of him, flying soul-sucking hybrids of fish and squid. They serve as the boss fight for this level. As a result of them flying, this fight looks more like a ballet.
My master's plan for me was ominously clear. Like these mindless hunters, I existed only to fuel him with souls, siphoning their energy to feed him and his wheel of fate. I had to break these bonds, while I still possessed my own will.
And there you go! Raziel's introductory level is quite short and easy. Next time we will rejoin Kain, who recently got thoroughly disabled by an extremely old blind man. What a shame. Like, leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't already.